Are you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 168, and this is your wake up call. Got the whole gang here. It's Sunday morning, bright and early, and it means it's time for the Sunday summary. So, looking back on this week, how'd it go?
Well, I've kind of been, dreading recording this because I really don't have a lot to say. It's the same thing as we talked about on Thursday. We've just had trouble getting back on a routine, and I did do something a little bit scary last night. In my memories or whatever on my phone, I'll have these pictures that pop up sometimes from, last year or the year before around this time of year. And a few years ago around this time, we went to Atlanta. I met up with some of our uncles and stuff, and we went to like the Coke museum, and then we went to the Atlanta Braves game. It was going to be one of their last games in Turner Field, so we all went and did that. And so there are these, several pictures of all of us, and there are a few of me, and I'm looking very chunky. My face is all puffy and swollen, and my body is just bigger. My arms look big, and my stomach's poking out. And, the last few weeks, especially, I've not been doing so good mentally. Like I said, I haven't been able to do anything. Like I haven't been able to get out there and get back going. And I keep just looking at myself and thinking, well, you haven't done anything. You still look huge. You're awful looking. Well, so last night I decided, a few days ago, let me back this up a little bit. I was walking around a store, and they had a full-length mirror, and I just happened to walk by it, and there wasn't anybody else around, so I just stood there and I snapped a picture, because I don't really have any good mirrors here that I can see myself in head to toe. So I just snapped a picture of it, and I thought, well, I might use this as as another fat picture later on or whatever. And so I put that picture next to these ones of us in Atlanta a few years ago, and I don't look like the same person. I've come a lot further than my brain wants me to think. And so I put these pictures side by side, and I put them on my plant food diary, which is nothing different. I post pictures up there sometimes, and I wrote this thing about how I needed to get my butt back in gear, and that I'm not who I was, and I, basically saying I didn't come this far to stop here. I got to keep going. And then I kept thinking about it, and this is something I haven't done yet, but I decided to go ahead, and I put this picture up on my personal Facebook. I post things on our Heavy House Facebook, and so I have some friends that follow that who can see it, and I'm sure people can find me pretty easily on there, but since April, I have not put anything really directly about our weight loss on my personal page. I just haven't really wanted to share it, And so last night I thought, I'm going to share this with all my people, and I told them about our podcast, And I just decided I'm going to use this as a tool, as another motivation. You know, I'm letting more people in my life know that I'm on a journey, and they can participate if they want to, and they can hate if they want to. But so that, you know, that was a little scary. I shared that with all of my personal friends, and because it's time to, I say this all the time, and I really mean it though. Like, I've got to get back on it, and I needed to see those pictures, because like I said, lately I just have felt like I've done zilch, and we've got, what day is this again?
So 168.
168. Okay, so I have a little less than 200 days now in the year, and I really wanted to lose 100 pounds this year. And if I really want to do that, I still can, but I've got to up my game a little bit, or a lot. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. You know, it was, so far I've had a pretty positive response, and like I've said in the past, it's kind of gotten me anxious, even people noticing that I'm eating differently, and, you know, I've just cared a little bit too much about what other people think. And so now, throwing that out there, I've really got to show some more results, because now everybody knows about it.
Well, good. That's motivation.
Right. So there you have it. That's what I've got to say for today.
Well, and it ups the accountability too.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I didn't really go into detail about what we've been eating or anything like that. I just said, you know, hey, if you want to follow us, here's our Facebook, and you can find us on, you know, iTunes if you want to listen, blah, blah, blah. And there, you know, there might be nobody who even cares about this, but I'm going to use it as another tool for my success. It's just what I decided to do.
Yeah. Well, so those pictures just popped up at the right time.
They did. Yeah. I needed those.
Yep.
And when when you get really big, you just, it kind of works both ways. Like, when you get so big, you just stop thinking about it, and you just go on day to day, and you kind of even tell yourself then, well, I don't look that bad, I'm fine, I can still function, whatever, I've got all this time. And it's so funny, we lie to ourselves when we get that big, and then we lie to ourselves when we get smaller too, thinking that we're still the way we used to be. Our brains are funny like that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort to get yourself out of that thinking, you know.
Yep.
Sure.
Well, as far as my summary goes, it's kind of like you said, it'd be a rerun of what we talked about Thursday. But I'm looking forward to really getting back on it Monday and getting back in the gym on my regular schedule, and
I am too.
Feeling better than what I have in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just looking forward to it. Not a whole lot else to tell.
Yeah. It's a cycle, man. I never would have dreamed that 7 days of vacation would have screwed up my routine as much as it has.
Yeah, it didn't take much.
I know, it sure didn't. And I'm like, man, I worked 140 days to get into this routine, and then all it took was 1 week to get me super off track. So, man, That sucks.
Well, we've still got more time than what we've already spent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's also crazy to me. I feel like we've been doing this forever, but I also feel like we just started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's still in reach. The goals are still achievable.
It is.
You're right. You're right.
It's a process, one day at a time. All the other cliches you want to throw out there, it's just, time to get back to work.
Right. That's right.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things I've been struggling with this week, and I know some of it's I've been having a hard time going to sleep at night. My energy levels this week have just been terrible. Looking back over the whole week, kind of wake up in a haze. And so trying to figure that out and I think some of it, cause I mean, there was a night I stacked out pretty early. I think I actually crashed out at like 7:30 one night this last week.
Yeah. That's pretty pitiful.
I don't know what's going on, but we were just exhausted. And, that's kind of taking its own toll. I don't know. I know for me, I wear a CPAP, use a CPAP. And so, I'm asking all these questions. Well, is it my mask? Is it my machine? Is there something going on?
I think you just don't go to sleep early enough, especially since we're getting up earlier now.
No, but even the days I did go to sleep early, I didn't wake up as well rested. So, it just,
I think a lot of things could play into that. We even talked yesterday. For a long time, another thing we've gotten out of our routine, I would take vitamin B 3 or 4 times a week, maybe every other day. And if I was not out walking in the sun, I would take a vitamin D supplement too. I haven't done that in a month. And I think that might be another reason why we aren't feeling good. We hadn't been getting our vitamins in, and the way we've been eating has been sufficient for me to get back down to where I was before vacation, but it hasn't been super nutritious either. I've really just kind of cut back on what I've been eating a lot. I haven't,
Yeah. There's a couple of days this week we were just like, I'm probably not going to eat supper.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
So, good week otherwise. Just really, energy's been down.
I'm hoping when you get all this weight off that you can get off of that machine. And if not, I know that you'll be able to reduce your pressure on it at least,
Well, it feels now like the pressure, and I've talked to the respiratory center about this, and they were like, that's normal, your pressure kind of becomes your normal, and so it doesn't feel like there's a lot of pressure. Because I remember first doing it, I was just like, this thing is going to blow my head off.
Yeah.
But now it didn't really feel like much pressure at all. I think that's partly a change in the mask that I've got, but anyway.
Anyway, it would just be nice to completely kick that thing to the curb one day.
Yeah, it would. But I think I'll always probably need it. I've got some nasal issues.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. All right.
So as a yawn, being tired's been my summary for this week. It's just something I've struggled with all week long.
Yeah.
Like I said, even when I get to bed early, I'm waking up in a haze. So, yeah. That's it for me.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up then. Thank you, everybody, for listening this morning. I hope that you've had a good week, and I hope that you will tune in tomorrow where it's Monday, and we're all going to set out on a new plan to get back on track. And hope that you'll subscribe. And we post a new podcast every single day, and we'll be here for the next 200 more days or so. And that's all I've got to say. So talk to y'all later. Bye.